Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another What's up guys? Welcome to another episode of Stonks Maxxing. It's day 118. So let's see. Yeah, currently day 118. I need to turn in something for school. Basically a weekly update of a bunch of tech news, specifically for a bunch of companies that I cover, so Intel, Micron, Cisco, Apple. Yeah, just those four. So, and then also some industry news. Let's go with the sector. Company. I usually like to break it down to AI, software, then hardware. So if you look at the company specific news, Apple, Micron had a rough week. They reported earnings. Intel and Cisco, okay. Earnings on Wednesday. I think memory. SK Hynix. Yeah, their stock price is probably down, I would imagine. Past 6 months, 1 month. So not as bad. Okay, but SK Hynix also went down when Micron reported earnings. So I think it's just a broader memory market slowdown. Warned softening. Yeah, I'm trying to remember the numbers here. I want to say year-over-year growth. Quarter-over-quarter growth, I should say. So I want to say it's 4.7 billion quarterly revenues. So that is probably 4.7 versus 4.5. Like a 5%. Yeah, 5% year-over-year, quarter-over-quarter growth. Quarter-over-quarter. It's a lot. I think maybe year over year could be a bit higher. I want to say it's somewhere in the range of 13%. I kind of forgot. I think 4. 4.7. Driven by high bandwidth memory 3E and 3 and HBM 2E option for AI chips. Softening signaled softening in the memory market and the consumer products memory market. We'll call it consumer memory market. So memory chips for PCs, smartphones, consumer electronics, industrial, I don't know. End markets, right? So broader memory sell-off and the for companies in the memory business this week. So Samsung, SK Hynix, and right, I think that was sort of with a return to growth. Okay, so I guess, declining sales. Volume growth. Expected in the first half of 2025. And a return to growth in the second half of 2025. So shedding collectively right, I don't know exactly what came out this week. I don't think anything major Intel news came out this week. Okay. So Apple news, Intel, okay. Okay, so nothing so far. I am actually going to see if I can find... There's a really interesting article or Substack I'm subscribed to called the Consumer Information Report, I think. Consumer Intelligence Research Partners. But it's under a paywall. RIP. Rip. Okay, so maybe this one is actually interesting. Apple deals with European regulation by blasting Meta. Arm peers. What's this guy say? Interoperability. Operability. Interoperable, I guess that means working within multiple operating systems, maybe? Excuse me. uh, I'm pretty sure they are taking a stab at Meta here. That's what the information says, so I think Martin Pierce is making a good point. Okay, well, here they actually talk about it. Wi-Fi, networks, and properties, messaging. Okay, devices. I feel like this is pretty reasonable, right? Apple Notification Center services. If you want to get a notification pop up on your Meta glasses, I feel like that's reasonable. And CarPlay, it's probably best if you're not using your glasses and driving. I mean, messaging makes sense, right? I would want to be able to maybe send a message through my Meta glasses instead of having to. Yeah, this is maybe a bit far-reaching. This could be useful if you're connecting with your AirPods, right? Well, all of these requests. And I'm sure, okay, right, with these messages, is there a way to sort of encrypt them so that they can only be read on device? Trying to just play devil's advocate here. Apple is making the claim that Meta right now is requesting a bunch of different ways to, I guess the word here is interoperability. Oh, it's so hard to pronounce. Interoperability. Operability. Third parties may not have the same commitment to keeping the user in control on their device as Apple and may prefer to move users to their servers where they can combine, profile, and monetize an individual's private data. Yeah. What is the DMA? Digital Markets Act. Okay. Marketing Act. Markets Act. Okay. Yeah, I can agree with Apple here, right? Message history, I mean, that is a bit sensitive. I think if you were a user of a Meta glasses or maybe a Meta Quest, it would be cool if you could send and receive messages. And it would be cool to be able to read and maybe host conversations on them. But I think Apple does raise a good point that there's sort of the trade-off where Meta does essentially have access to all of your read receipts now. And there's a chance Meta won't be able to just process things on device, but all of those messages could be on a server somewhere that they own or on AWS. So I guess then my wondering is, like, I wonder if all of these text messages are stored on your device. It seems like it is, because when I'm on the storage tab of my iPhone, I usually see that there's a portion of the storage that goes towards actual the text message app or the messaging app. And I think that actually increases as the number of texts or messaging history or photos I send on the messaging app does increase as well. Just being able to send content via AirPlay, TVs, which could, right, TVs and smart speakers. Feasible, okay. Yeah, Apple's an interesting company. I wish I spent more time on this. And, it's only 7:41, so I probably could spend more time on this. Yeah. I'm kind of curious, what did I write last week? Okay, right, so I guess last week then, Apple released their full Apple Intelligence features on iOS 18.2, and Micron did get their CHIPS Act subsidy. Week 50, interesting reads. So Apple released this. Looks to prevent the Digital Markets Act. I'll call it an essay. Seeks to prevent from pushing interoperability on Apple. Core idea is that interoperability is to open up passed by EU. There was something I remember that the EU passed that we should be thankful of. Because I want to say that European Union does do some type of, I feel like they are sort of the pioneers in privacy data laws. So let me see. EU helped. What does the EU help establish? Part of tech privacy terms of privacy and security, the tech space. Two. Interesting. So, global data protection regulation. Okay. To double check on that later, right? Apple's hardware plus software to other companies to integrate their technologies. I.e., Meta wants to access messaging app via Meta's rebands. Does not want this to happen because they claim it can lead to privacy leaks. Concerns. The Meta will have access to all of your message history. Scary. But I think it Apple also thinks this could jeopardize the ecosystem they've been so careful the monopolistic ecosystem able to cultivate. Tech ecosystem. Right. Market reaction. Okay, and then Intel. Alright, I think Intel was down a decent amount of stock. I think just broader sell-off from negative. Oh, right. This thing. Interesting. Pat is okay. Interesting. Yeah, I don't fully know exactly what this is. Okay, so does the bit refer to the registers on a CPU? To how much data a register on the CPU can store? General purpose registers. Okay. That makes a bit more sense. So it seems like the x86S instruction set architecture was a way of dropping 16 and 32-bit features along with rings 1 and 2. Okay, so basically stripping of any of the previous instructions, I'd imagine. So it's 16 or 32-bit instruction, and just focusing on the 64-bit instructions, that x86 64 or 64-bit version, where you're writing instructions for a register that can hold 64 bits of information. You're just focusing on that. I guess maybe a lot of the x86 bloat does come from its backward compatibility features. So you can use this on a CPU with a 16-bit register size or a 32-bit register size. Which I'd imagine could be useful in some cases. I don't know all of the exact cases, but this probably is not the same or not what all of the companies that are part of this advisory group want. So they decided to scratch that. Yeah. Intel led shift to unilateral. I think that means just one person. Right. So a project to debloat x86. Confirmed to be canceled. I don't even know about it, so the company is now focusing on shifting focus on a collaborative effort with the x86 advisory group to co-develop /rewrites with input of the entire industry. Tom's Hardware. So this lawsuit Terra. Okay, oh man. Well, has advanced several buyout firms. Next stage of bidding for Altera, its FPGA unit. Names like Francisco Partners, Silver Lake, Apollo, Bain Capital are among the contenders. Yeah, I think IMS was something to do with nanotechnology too. Yeah, nanofabrication. What's this? What are the rumors? Oh, Tiller. Okay. I feel like TrendForce has everything. Intel. Oh, it would be very interesting if I had like a news article come out and then I overlaid that on top of the stock price. I don't know how I'd do that. Maybe like have something in Python. Let's pull in the market data. I could. That could be interesting. Yeah. Okay, Intel lawsuit. Let's take a look at what that is entailing. Oh, she's. I have to admit, 200 is a lot. What an LP? LR Trust. Let's take a look at Cisco News. Any news? Yeah, understanding Cisco too would be very interesting. All these companies, I want to understand a bit better. Might as well. I have time today. Let's try our best to understand at a high level how these work. Doesn't seem like there's anything super significant released. Okay. Stock, 5 days, negative 3.27%. Okay. Micron, way more than that. Yeah, let me see. Let me confirm with Micron though. Q3 earnings call. Okay, it's not here. Could be here then. Okay. 4.7 billion. All right. 2020. Oh, I am so off. Scene view alone. Okay. It's 4.3. 5.7 was Intel's computer client compute group, 8.7 billion. That makes sense because right now Micron's trading at, I want to say, Micron market cap somewhere around the 800, 100. Okay, so exactly 100. So it needs to have a good portion of revenues in order to all right, yeah, this is okay. Year over year is greater than 100% then. 80%, okay. It's definitely not 5% then. Maybe 13%. I think that's what the number was. %. Okay, AI, so let me double check, see if Mary wrote about any AI news today. Non-opioid chronic pain treatment results, and so docs. Oh wow, okay. Yeah, the healthcare part of our portfolio seems to have taken a hit this week. Okay. Let's actually watch this. 03.
It's time to grow your business. Time to get customers. Time to make your future.
Good morning. We have an exciting one for you today. We started this 12-day event 12 days ago with the launch of O1, our first reasoning model. It's been amazing to see what people are doing with that and very gratifying to hear how much people like it. We view this as sort of the beginning of the next phase of AI, where you can use these models to do increasingly complex tasks that require a lot of reasoning. And so for the last day of this event, we thought it would be fun to go from one frontier model to our next frontier model. Today, we're going to talk about that next frontier model, which you would think logically maybe should be called O2, but out of respect to our friends at Telefonica, and in the grand tradition of OpenAI being really, truly bad at names, it's going to be called O3. Actually, we're not going to we're going to announce two models today, O3 and O3 Mini. O3 is a very, very smart model. O3 Mini is an incredibly smart model, but really good at performance and cost. So to get the bad news out of the way first, we're not going to publicly launch these today. The good news is we're going to make them available for public safety testing starting today. You can apply, and we'll talk about that later. We've taken safety testing seriously as our models get more and more capable. And at this new level of capability, we want to try adding a new part of our safety testing procedure, which is to allow public access for researchers that want to help us test. We'll talk more at the end about when these models, when we expect to make these models generally available. But we're so excited to show you what they can do, to talk about their performance. We've got a little surprise. We'll show you some demos. And without further ado, I'll hand it over to Mark to talk about it.
Cool. Thank you so much, Sam. So my name is Mark. I lead research at OpenAI. And I want to talk a little bit about O3's capabilities. Now, O3 is a really strong model at very hard technical benchmarks. And I want to start with coding benchmarks, if you could bring those up. So on software style benchmarks, we have SweBench Verified, which is a benchmark consisting of real-world software tasks. We're seeing that O3 performs at about 71.7% accuracy, which is over 20% better than our O1 models. Now, this really signifies that we're really climbing the frontier of utility as well. On competition code, we see that O1 achieves an ELO on this contest coding site called Codeforce is about 1891. At our most aggressive high test time compute settings, we're able to achieve almost like a 27 ELO here.
So Mark was a competitive programmer, actually still coaches competitive programming. Very, very good. What is your?
I think my best at a comparable site was about 2,500.
That's tough.
Well, I will say, our chief scientist, this is also better than our chief scientist Jakob's score.
I think there's one guy at OpenAI who's still like a 3,000 something.
Yeah,
Gets a few more months to enjoy.
Hopefully we have a couple of months to enjoy there.
Okay, so
models. Now, this really signifies that we're really climbing the frontier of utility as well. On competition code, we see that O1 achieves an ELO on this contest coding site called Codeforce is about 1891. At our most aggressive high test time compute settings, we're able to achieve almost like a 27 ELO here.
So Mark was a competitive programmer, actually still coaches competitive programming. Very, very good. What is your?
I think my best at a comparable site was about 2,500.
That's tough.
Well, I will say, our chief scientist, this is also better than our chief scientist Jakob's score.
I think there's one guy at OpenAI who's still like a 3,000 something.
Yeah,
Gets a few more months to enjoy.
Hopefully we have a couple of months to enjoy there. Great.
I mean, this model is incredible at programming.
Yeah, and not just programming, but also mathematics. So we see that on competition math benchmarks, just like competitive programming, we achieve very, very strong scores.
Damn, 96% accuracy.
So O3 gets about 96.7% accuracy versus an O1 performance of 83.3% on the AMI.
What's your best AMI score?
I did get a perfect score once.
All right.
So I'm safe. But yeah, really what this signifies is that O3 often just misses one question whenever we test it on this very hard feeder exam for the USA Mathematical Olympiad. There's another very tough benchmark, which is called GPQA Diamond. And this measures the model's performance on PhD level science questions. Here we get another state-of-the-art number, 87.7%, which is about 10% better than our O1 performance, which was at 78%. Just to put this in perspective, if you take an expert PhD, they typically get about 70% in kind of their field of strength here. So one thing that you might notice, from some of these benchmarks is that we're reaching saturation for a lot of them, or nearing saturation. So the last year has really highlighted the need for really harder benchmarks to accurately assess where our frontier models lie. And I think a couple have emerged as fairly promising over the last months. One in particular I want to call out is Epic AI's Frontier Math benchmark. Now, you can see the scores look a lot lower than they did for the previous benchmarks we showed. And this is because this is considered today the toughest mathematical benchmark out there. This is a data set that consists of novel, unpublished, and also very hard to
These are
test.
extremely hard.
Yeah, very, very hard problems. Even Terence Tao says, it would take professional mathematicians hours or even days to solve one of these problems.
Damn.
And today, all offerings out there have less than 2% accuracy on this benchmark. And we're seeing with O3, in aggressive test time settings, we're able to get over 25%. Yeah.
That's awesome.
In addition to Epic AI's Frontier Math benchmark, we have one more surprise for you guys. So I want to talk about the ARC benchmark at this point, but I would love to invite one of our friends, Greg, who is the president of the ARC Foundation, on to talk about this benchmark.
Wonderful. Sam and Mark, thank you very much for having us today.
Of course.
Hello, everybody. My name is Greg Camrad, and I'm the president of the ARC Prize Foundation. Now, ARC Prize is a nonprofit with the mission of being a North Star towards AGI through and during benchmarks. So our first benchmark, ARC AGI, was developed in 2019 by Francois Chollet in his paper on the measure of intelligence. However, it has been unbeaten for 5 years. Now, in AI world, it feels like centuries is where it is. So the system that beats ARC AGI is going to be an important milestone towards general intelligence. But I'm excited to say today that we have a new state-of-the-art score to announce. Before I get into that though, I want to talk about what ARC AGI is. So I would love to show you an example here. ARC AGI is all about having input examples and output examples.
Well, they're good.
They're good? Okay. Input examples and output examples. Now the goal is you want to understand the rule of the transformation and guess it on the output. So, Sam, what do you think is happening in here?
Probably putting a dark blue square in the empty space.
See, yes, that is exactly it. Now, that is really, it's easy for humans to intuitively guess what that is. It's actually surprisingly hard for AI to understand what's going on. So I want to show one more hard example here. Now, Mark, I'm going to put you on the spot. What do you think is going on in this task?
Okay, so you take each of these yellow squares, you count the number of colored kind of squares there, and you create a border of that width.
That is exactly it, and that's much quicker than most people, so congratulations on that. What's interesting though is AI has not been able to get this problem thus far, and even though that we verified that a panel of humans could actually do it. Now, the unique part about ARC AGI is every task requires distinct skills. And what I mean by that is there won't be another task that you need to fill in the corners with blue squares. But we do that on purpose. And the reason why we do that is because we want to test the model's ability to learn new skills on the fly. We don't just want it to repeat what it's already memorized. That's the whole point here. Now, ARC AGI version 1 took 5 years to go from 0% to 5% with leading frontier models. However, today, I'm very excited to say that O3 has scored a new state-of-the-art score that we have verified. On low compute for O3, it has scored 75.7 on ARC AGI's semi-private holdout set. Now, this is extremely impressive because this is within the compute requirements that we have for our public leaderboard, and this is the new #1 entry.
Are you ready for retirement?
This.
Our free retirement planner shows you where you
On ARC AGI Pub, so congratulations
Thank
to
you
that.
so much. Yeah.
Now, as a capabilities demonstration, when we ask O3 to think longer and we actually ramp up to high compute, O3 was able to score 85.7% on the same hidden holdout set. This is especially important.
87.5.
Sorry, 87.5, yes. This is especially important because human performance is comparable at 85% threshold. So being above this is a major milestone. And we have never tested a system that has done this, or any model that has done this beforehand. So this is new territory in the ArcAGI world. Congratulations with that.
Congratulations for making such a great benchmark.
Yeah. When I look at these scores, I realize I need to switch my worldview a little bit. I need to fix my AI intuitions about what AI can actually do and what it's capable of, especially in this O3 world. But the work also is not over yet, and these are still the early days of AI. So we need more enduring benchmarks like ArcAGI to help measure and guide progress. And I am excited to accelerate that progress, and I'm excited to partner with OpenAI next year to develop our next frontier benchmark.
Amazing. You know, it's also a benchmark that we've been targeting, been on our mind for a very long time, so excited to work with you in the future.
Worth mentioning that we target and we think it's an awesome benchmark.
Yeah.
We didn't go do specific work for
specific
this. This is just,
yeah.
you know, the general of three. But yeah, really appreciate the partnership, and this was a fun one to do.
Absolutely, and even though this has done so well, ArcPrize will continue in 2025, and anybody can find out more at arcprize.org.
Great. Thank you so much for coming on.
Absolutely.
Okay, so next up we're going to talk about O3 Mini. O3 Mini is a thing that we're really, really excited about, and Hongyu, who trained
ArcAGI benchmark. Snapshot. Abstraction and recent corpus. Okay. Puzzles. Visual puzzles. Three better than 1. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's good. So the ArcAGI benchmark, semi-private score. Okay. Software news. Oh God. Salesforce is hiring salespeople to sell AI products. Shove AI down people's throats. Oh, right. So, the one thing I wanted to Qualcomm ARM. Down past 5 days, damn. So that was 2 days ago, December 20th. What is a mistrial? Oh, mistrial. Okay. Qualcomm 1 is not found guilty of violating contractual agreements with ARM for their technology licensing. Due to a mistrial where the jury could not reach a unanimous verdict. On whether Nuvia case company bought by Qualcomm 2021. Reached jury did decide Qualcomm did not breach its license with I spell license, okay. I guess the parent company with ARM. There we go. Reuters. Okay. I wonder if there is a way to memory chip companies data. Get stock data on Excel. OneDrive. Okay, MU. Data tab. Stocks. Market cap. Is there a way to do this on a specific day? Okay. Market cap. Micron technology. What is XNAS? No idea. But what else can we get in here? SK Hynix, Samsung. Okay. Huh. Wait. How come I can't find Samsung stock? Samsung Electronics. Interesting. Doesn't seem like this works. Sam. Powered by Refinitiv. Interesting. Electronic. Apple. Okay. Delete this for now. SK Hynix. How do I do that again? Market cap. Oh, on one. Okay. Yeah, let me see if there's can data historical stock. Stock. Wait, is equal to stock history. Google Finance, that's cool. Wait a minute. Equal Google. Okay, so there is no Google Finance. Maybe that's on. Date close. Okay, what else can this give us? Can this give us the number of shares outstanding? Okay. Standing. It's about 1 billion. And price. Okay, yeah, it's very close. Alright, that case, I wonder if there is just like a stock history. Okay. MU, first date to return data from. Okay, so 5 days ago, that'll be Wednesday. So it'll be Wednesday, 1, I guess Tuesday. So 12, I think that'll be the 17th. 17/24. Oh, maybe this. Okay, I'm not sure stock history function Excel. I feel like I'm doing something wrong here. So what if I do something like this? 1/12 17 2024. Wait, Sunday, Saturday the 21st, Friday the 22nd. So Friday the 20th, Thursday 19th, Wednesday the 18th. Okay, so yeah, that should be it, right. 12/17. Unless this is, might be like this. MU. Could be that. Maybe we need the not sure. I'm gonna go use the bathroom. Come back. Be back in a sec. Hey, Christmas Eve is a state holiday. Alright. I guess that means the offices are going to be closed. Oh, I just realized, I think, wait a minute. Yeah, my screen's frozen. Damn it. Damn it. Okay, I'll be back in a sec. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. So how the hell do we do this? Do I have to, okay, so maybe I have to do this. To wrap this in quotes too. So it's still, What's the value part? Huh. Okay, so it doesn't seem like there is a Refinitiv, because I know I have access to Refinitiv on my Windows computer, but it doesn't seem like I have access to it on OneDrive. And this is so buggy, like it's not, I don't know what. I feel like I've tried. Oh, maybe I don't have a 365 subscription. Oh, let's see. Okay. Damn it. All right. Okay, so I guess this is, I only have a select number of companies I can add here. Let's see if I can get this on here. Klondike Silver. What the hell? Wait a minute. I have to combine these into one. Okay, let's try to see what happens here. If I add this. Oh no, it's definitely not it. Fuck. KRX. Nope. What company is this? KS. Okay. What about this? Samsung? Let's go! Let's go. Why is there a... Okay. Micron. Oh. MU. There we go. Okay, nice. Nice! Nice! So we got all the Stonks. Let us get the market caps. Okay, market cap. Let us get the price. Let us get the shares outstanding. Okay, I totally fucked this up. I wonder if I could do this. Okay. Nice. Standing. What other data can I pull in currency exchange rate data into Excel? I wonder if that's possible, like also automating oh wow, okay, so you can do like a currency conversion. Let's do USD to KRW. And data, let's do stocks. Oh, wait. Change. Price, maybe? Okay, yeah, there we go. Oops. Price, okay. So that means we could divide this. If we take this number divided by the Korean won, then we should be able to get calls live data. Got it. Currency. I guess accounting. Yeah, this would be it. Okay, nice. Okay, wow, so SK Hynix is currently worth less than Micron in terms of market cap. That's very surprising. Even though the revenues are they don't have. Surprised. They should have a price to earnings now. Yeah, it's not on here actually. How does this have it? Wait a minute. PE. This unfortunately does not have a PE. Okay, that is okay. Live exchange rate. Okay. This should be in dollars. I'm surprised it's not though. Market cap. Price. Okay. So Micron stock. Got crushed. Let's see. Wednesday. 109. Okay, so 109. 109.2 Micron. December 9th, 17th, 2024. Close. SK Hynix. Then Samsung. Okay, 183,814. 183,814 divided by 500 or 54,100. 4,100. That okay, divided by Okay, so destroying about 20 billion, damn. Total. Let's just sum all this up. So collectively today, these guys are worth about 428. So they collectively lost about 40 billion in market cap. Wow. Okay. It's a lot. It's a lot. I wonder if I could, oops, make a quick little graph. Cap 12/17/2024, right? And then I guess this will be 22nd. This will be this number. Insert share. I don't know what's the best way to break this down. Stacked column. Okay, maybe we want to reverse. Yeah, I kind of want to reverse this. And the chart tools ribbon data. Okay, wait. Select data, more options. Okay, market cap. And then let's do stacked. Oops. Insert chart. Okay. Let's do the stacked chart and let us show data as well. Data labels center. Okay. So it's a bit much. Let's divide this by 1,000. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oops. Two, 3, 1, 2, 3. I guess this is gonna be in billions, right? And then let's also make this chart a bit nicer. No, there is no better way to do it. Okay. Memory, company, market, share. Billion. All right. Inside. Outside. Okay. Major grid lines. Do not want that. But let's do horizontal axis. Let's also add not the major grid lines, but the we get ticks. I guess not. Alright, nice. I wonder if there's something that we could apply to everything. Data labels. Oh, like this maybe? Oh, never mind. Let's see, no fill. But let's make this white. Let's also make this white. I wonder if there's a way to do like a whole. Oh no. Okay, I do not want that. Looks kind of ugly. Okay, so total plus sum. Yeah, what if we take the sum of all this? All right, and then minus 1, minus 1. Oh, shoot, I reversed it. Negative 8%. Okay, so there's like a 8% sell-off. $40 million. Negative 8.5% decline. Yeah, do I think that is worth it? I'm not too sure. Maybe it's a buying opportunity. Okay. Oh, market cap, not market. Yeah, yeah, how do I add the total? ChatGPT is not telling me the right thing that I want. Wait a minute. Chart. Chart elements. Chart elements. I don't see a chart elements one here. Okay. This is where I think Google Sheets, their charting is actually a lot easier and nicer than Excel's. This is slightly confusing. Chart axes format maybe? Okay. So what if I created a new type of insert? A new chart. All right, format. Okay, nice. And what if so maybe that's how you could do it. Like a little cheeky. Okay, I think maybe that's how you could do it. So you have to be a bit cheeky with it. Make it a no fill and then select data. Let's take a look. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. There we go. I don't know why. So no fill, and let's add the data labels to the inside base. I can see this does look slightly yeah, this is annoying. And now it's I can't even move my mouse without having it do some weird thing. Okay. I will just deal with it for now. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of an ass photo. $468 billion to $428 billion. Okay. It's okay. See sector news. So yeah, my friend was able to find something on that. It says software news. Okay, earnings calendar. Monday. Friday, okay. Accenture, so they reported earnings. All right. Syntax, maybe? FactSet. Earnings press release, okay. Booking numbers. Yeah, okay. It would be interesting actually to go through Accenture numbers, like some Accenture booking numbers. I can't talk. Oh no. Oh, come on. I think my screen froze again. To go through some Accenture booking numbers, maybe to get some read-throughs for that. Okay, let's... How do I hide this doc? There we go. Let's bring this down here. Oh. Let's drag this down here. Okay, nice. Yeah, I'm working on my MacBook right now, and it's so hard to use the pad. Okay, Apple stock. So, positive. Bumpy week for the stock. Seems like broader market sell-off and recovery at the end of the week. Reaction. Sell, call Intel sell off. I think reached the bottom of around $19 this week. Okay. Reach bottom. Of 1996 this week, but so following broader market sell-off. And made recovery on Friday. Okay. Okay, so managed services. So with that, I think I'll probably end this here and then start working on what I think is much more interesting, and that is an Apple model. Okay, let me okay, nice. So I will call this the Apple model, but I'm not going to limit it to just Apple. I know Apple plays in a big space right now, and I think it would be worthy to go into the SEC filings. Okay, let's go into Apple. So it's on my watch list. All right. And I want to say, okay, Apple SEC filings. Do I need this to be this big? I'm trying to think, how do I best position this? Okay, so this is the middle of my screen. so that you guys can see everything here. Okay, maybe this could work. Maybe this could work. Oh, that is very small though. Okay, we'll try this. We'll try this. Apple SEC filings. Quarterly filings. Okay, so this is way back in August. Well, it's Q2 then. So 2023, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, 24. 2023. So how do they break their things down? They break it down by products and services. Okay. So June 29, 2024. And then this will be July 1st, 2023. Okay, let's do this. So products and then services. Revenues, products, services. So Q2, 31,564 billion, 213 is equal to sum $60 billion and 584, 21 billion 213. Yeah, I think this number or this level of revenues is really high. I want to say probably could be the third, fourth most highest quarterly revenue numbers. We'll see. I think Amazon is maybe number one. I'd imagine Amazon is number one because they are the biggest retailer in the entire world. Okay, products and so gross, I'll call it cost of sales, products, services, 39,136 and 6,248. So that was back in July 2023 and Q2 2024. So that will probably be, let's take a look here, 39,803 and then 6,296. So total, oops. So gross margins, I think on the product side, all right, seems like gross margins are improving. Gross profit. Ooh. I don't know if that is the right way to do it. Okay, let's do percent margin. So we divide this by revenues, right? And let's take this, divide this by services. Okay, divide this by total revenues, get 40% operating margin. Okay. So it seems like in one sentence, Apple is a consumer electronics and software company. Company that designs and sells consumer electronics and develops software to, I guess it's really a platform company. Custom software. Cultivates an ecosystem of apps. To cultivate, with custom software to cultivate an ecosystem of apps. That's the best way I put it for now. Yeah. Okay, and this actually helps a lot. This does help a lot. So they break stuff down here by product. Right, so services was 24,213. Okay. So they do have higher product revenues, but gross profit from their products is greater than their services as well. But the margin on their services is a lot higher. Okay. So Apple has two segments, product versus services. So products is equal to consumer electronics. Services is equal to software and app ecosystem, probably. Okay, iPhone, Mac, I guess that's like MacBook and iMacs as well. iPad, okay, wearables, home, and accessories, all right. So 39,669. Okay, this is for this number. We are not in Q3 yet. So 39296 7009 7162 8097 6840 5761 8284 So I guess this is total products. It should be equal to the number above, so it's like the 60,000 number, right? Okay, that looks good. All right, so it seems like year-over-year growth on the iPhone sales have started to stall. Mac year-over-year has been increasing, so is the iPad. Okay, and then wearables, homes, and accessories has actually fallen. What's behind the iPad growth? I'm not entirely sure. Fiscal period, okay. iPad Air, iPad Pro, iOS 18, Mac OS Sequoia, iPad OS 18, Watch OS, okay. Net sales by category. Yeah, I think this is pretty helpful. App Store, cloud services. So they don't break it down by, we'll call them generations of phones. So maybe let's go iPhone. Like, what are the generations of iPhone? iPhone generations. That are probably competitive today. So let's go top down. iPhone 16 Pro, Pro Max. So the name, and then we'll call it with OS, and then date. Oh, okay, so they also have a support discontinued, still supported, current or still sold. Okay, that's actually very helpful. Okay, so this is shipped with iOS 18. I guess it seems like every single new iPhone is shipped with a new iOS update, at least one of the new generations. So it seems like every generation of iPhone is corresponding to a generation of software updates, which I guess makes sense. They want to update both the hardware and the software component. All right, September 20th, 2024. iOS 18, okay. Then we have the iPhone 16, just regular /6. Plus. Plus. Okay. So iOS 18, same day, okay. Okay, so it's about a year. Got it. Yeah, there's a trend here, it seems like, where a lot of the releases do happen in September. iPhone 15 Pro /Pro Max, So iOS 17. Okay, and it seems like it's September 22nd, 2023. Oops. Let's go 2023 and 22. Okay. iPhone 15. And then there's also the Plus. Okay. It's also iOS 17. I wonder if there's like an initial retail price for all of these. Okay, so since 2015, that's when you kind of hit. I wonder what was the iPhone 2015 model? Okay, the 6. That's peak iPhone. Sales have sort of reached the peak there. Okay. iPhone 14 Pro Max. I honestly have no idea. As an Apple analyst, I should be able to know what the difference is between the two, but I don't. iOS, okay, so this would be iOS 16 then. Okay, this would be 2022, so exactly a year from now. Discontinued. Okay, so it seems like they've also discontinued selling the Pro Max versions. Usually new models release in September/October, mostly September. So all iPhones usually iPhone sales are usually new iPhone generations come with new software. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. I think in 10 minutes, probably head out. Yeah, that's it. iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max. Okay, so this is on iOS 17, iOS 16, right? iPhone seems like 14 Plus, and then iPhone 14, just a straight up version. iOS 15. iOS 16, iOS 16. /7/2022. and then 9/16/2022. iPhone 16 MSRP. Okay, so I guess it does depend on the storage then. Okay. And it costs about, so you're doubling the amount of storage. $128 to, let's do pink. 256 gigabytes, 512 gigabytes. Okay. I didn't realize now you can have a financing option. I wonder how many people use that. Type of storage do iPhones have? NAND chips, so who makes smartphone storage? Samsung? Okay. Low power, okay, LP DRAM. Got it. I need to rest my eyes. I'm gonna go get some water too. I'll be back. Okay. I wonder who are like the other big phone makers. And let's actually do like an MSRP. I think base storage. Oh shit, did I lose it? Okay, Apple, iPhone. Okay, iPhone 16. Okay, so $800 base storage is 128 gigs. Okay. 128 gigabyte storage. $799, and then 256 gigabytes, 512 gigabytes. So that goes around $899, and then okay. So you have like $1,099. Oh, so this is actually for the Plus. With iPhone 16 Pro, let's see how much it costs. So $9.99. Oh, right, and there's, oh shoot, okay. So I totally forgot. Let's go expensive first, and then non-expensive after. Okay. So it'll go like iPhone 16 Pro, iPhone 16 Pro Max, and then iPhone 16 Pro, then iPhone 16 Plus, then iPhone 16. So like the base version. And all of this comes out the same day. All of it uses iOS 18. But there's a slight difference where, okay, yeah. Oh, you can get 1 terabyte, wow. $12.99, then 1 terabyte, $14.99. I feel like if you compare that to a computer, like a desktop computer, that's actually around a top tier, what I think could be a top tier gaming computer, something like that. You're really paying for the storage. And I guess with NAND flash, it's incredibly hard to shrink it to be used inside a iPhone or just any smartphone. So my assumption is you're going to have to pay extra compared to a larger flash drive or flash storage device for PCs. In this case, it seems like you're paying $200 for an upgrade when you're doubling from 256 to 512 to then 1 terabyte. Yeah. Okay. That's interesting. So yeah, let me sources for pricing. And I feel like this might go away soon, so let's sources for pricing. And this is just the Pro, actually. Wait a minute. Copy image. Let's see if we can paste it here. Okay. I guess Pro Max will probably be, I would imagine, $100 more expensive. So they don't even have Pro Max. Okay. They don't even have 128 gigs version. All right. So I got this wrong. I have to move this here. 1199. Then this should be 1399. Then this should be 1599. Okay. Got it. Then iPhone 16 Plus. Okay, so this is the Pro. Where is the Pro? Or is the Plus? Okay, it seems like it's just $100 more expensive. $999. Right. 1199. And there's no 1 terabyte version. Okay, so it seems like there's just 100% decline. Sorry, not 100%, $100 decline for each generation or each tier. I don't know what the difference between Pro Max, Pro Plus are. Let's see. I think iPhone 15 MSRP. iPhone Pro starts at 9. It seems like it's the same pricing model actually. I'm going to just copy and paste it. Actually, I forgot I need to do this. So iPhone 15 Pro, then iPhone 15 Plus. Pro? Alright, oh shoot. Pro Max. Okay, yeah, this will be cool. Okay, I do not want the whole thing, but just this. Alright, that'll be nice. And then I need to double check these amounts, right? But this is a good exercise for me to see how the pricing today works for these iPhones. So they can get pretty expensive, especially with the Pro Max, $1599. Okay, all of these are on sale. I'm not entirely sure. 14th gen, so that would be the Raptor Lake processors. i9, yeah, I don't know. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh no. Yeah, my computer's going through it. I don't know why. Okay, so let's take a look at Lunar Lake laptops. Snapdragon. Let's just Copilot Plus PCs by now. Okay, let's go to Amazon. Qualcomm Snapdragon. Let's do Lunar Lake laptop. Core Ultra 7. 32 gigabyte RAM. 1 terabyte SSD. Okay. 7 258. Okay, Series 2. Intel Arc graphics. So no one's bought it, but this laptop, 1 terabyte of storage, same storage as the iPhone 16. Retails at around 1,200. This is around $400 more expensive. So it seems like iPhones do get more expensive compared to some of the top tier. I mean, I don't know if this is top of the line PCs, but it seems like it is. This is one of those AI PCs, Copilot Plus, new Windows 11 Copilot series of computers. So this is kind of like the most recent generation. Yeah, it's interesting to know how ubiquitous and how much more expensive these iPhones have gotten. All right. So I wonder on the Android. Okay, so let's take a look at phone operating systems. BlackBerry OS. Does Oppo, most popular phone hardware companies? So phone companies call Apple, country of origin, country, all right, US, Samsung, that's another one, so it's Korea, oh, not Korean, but Korea, Google, it's US, and then Vivo, which I think is China. I think all of these are China. Yeah. Xiaomi. Definitely China. It sounds Chinese. China. Oh. Xiaomi. Okay. So phone country. Apple and okay, US. Oh, Oppo. Does Huawei also make phones? Huawei. China. Oh, OnePlus. Yeah. Samsung. Okay, Xiaomi, Oppo, Vivo, Huawei, Realme, Google, Motorola, OnePlus. And then operating system, let's see. Does Huawei use Android? Harmony OS Next. Okay. So I guess this was pretty recent in the past 2 years. So when they were banned. Okay, I'm imagining then no Chinese cell phone company uses Android anymore. So let's take a look at Vivo operating system, FunTouch OS. And what about Oppo operating system? Android open source project. Samsung OS. So I guess you could use Android and build your own OS on top of that. Interesting. Okay, Realme. I think China's, so it's also Realme. I didn't realize China is dominated. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 already. iOS, Android. I think it uses Android. Android, they definitely use Android. It's owned by Google. So Vivo operating system. People BU. So Fun Touch OS. They also have other ones, it seems like, so I'll put that down for now. Xiaomi. Operating system. Hyper OS. Okay, I guess it's just a wrapper on their old one, but with new skins, it seems like. Edit note. Okay. I'll save here, so I don't want to spend all day on this. But I didn't realize there was sort of this wealth of diversity in phone market. There seems to be a wealth of diversity in phone operating systems. In the PC market, it seems like there's kind of 3 big dominant operating systems: Linux, Windows, and Mac OS. But it seems like in the phone market, there's a lot of different operating systems out there. It does seem like most of them are actually built on top of Android, as opposed to, I do want to say Unix is probably like the equivalent of Android. It seems like a lot of, so when I think of Mac OS and Linux, they are based on a Unix operating system, right? I forgot the exact terminology there. Like, what does that Unix mean? I think it has to do with some of the terminal commands and how the file system works. Wait. Unix operating system. Windows operating system. Android, Fun Touch OS, Hyper OS. Okay. And I think we also saw that in the products part of Apple, iPhone sales, they dominate here with about $40 billion in sales, I think just in Q2 alone. Then you also have iPad, which I think is $7 billion. Also the Mac, which is also around $7 billion. So that's $14 billion Apple, Mac, and iPad products. Plus the iPhone sales. So that's of 54 billion. And then I want to say you have like another $6 billion for wearable home and accessories. I think maybe 8. Let's take a look. 8 billion. Okay, so you get $61 billion in quarterly revenues for Q2 2024. Very close numbers, very close. So 6.8, 5.7 for the iPad. Yeah. Oh god. Let's take a look at cash flow. I think that's the last thing I want to take a look at, and then I'm going to end this. But cash flow into the business, we'll call it operating cash flow. Yeah, I guess free cash flow could be another thing, but yeah, we could just take operating cash flow minus capex. But it seems like they don't actually have a lot of opex or capex relative to their cash. I mean, this is a cash generating machine right here. Oh, 9 months ended. Shoot. Okay, they don't have three, 8, 8, 9, 4, 5. Okay. And I wonder like what this conversion rate is. Oh, right. We'd have to get the 9 months. Come on. Come on. Why? Why do you gotta do this to me, Apple? I think they actually do have the 9-month revenue though. 224908. I'm gonna copy that over here. And then 293787. This is not the right one. 296105. Okay. So it's about the same, 30.8%. Revenues. I guess from like a company efficiency perspective, I know they're not the same companies, but if you look at Visa, they have, I think, one of the highest net income margins, which isn't the same thing here because we're comparing the operating cash flow. But Visa has around a 50% operating margin, net income margin. Apple has a 30% operating cash flow margin, which is very efficient, I think. I want to say NVIDIA, even NVIDIA might have something around that. Google, I don't think they have as high of a number as that. Yeah, what are the top companies by market cap? I want to say Broadcom. Their quarterly revenues in Q3 2024 was around 14 billion. Okay. Other platforms, Saudi Aramco revenue. Oh, Walmart has the highest revenue. Wow. Okay. So companies by revenue. Yeah, so there's so many more of these companies that make more revenue than Broadcom. Yeah, Broadcom revenue 14 billion, 14.5 billion, 0.05 billion, which I think is almost the same as Intel. They operate out in what I think is a very similar space. I know Broadcom doesn't actually have to make the CapEx investments though. Okay, let's take a look at Apple. So Apple is close on the list. Google also is pretty high up there. Microsoft, 254 billion. Samsung, 219 billion. They trade very closely to their market cap right now, if I remember correctly. Let's go back. So they actually trade on a revenue basis less than okay. Yeah, maybe there's an opportunity there as well. But I know they're having some problems with their foundry business. Nvidia is 113. Yeah, the most, I think, valuable company in the world. Okay, it's not Nvidia anymore. It's Apple. Wow. So I guess this is based on future-looking earnings, right? ServiceNow, that's crazy. American Express, I know they had $72 billion worth of sales in 2023. Qualcomm is up. Okay. So these are, I guess you could call them large cap names. Anything with greater than 100 billion in Applied Materials, all of the semi names, man, they are cooking right now. Elisor, Luxottica. Okay, so with that, I'm gonna call this for now. I think we had an interesting stream today and learned a lot about Apple, learned a lot about their business, how much of their revenues are impacted by iPhones, Macs, iPads, and also their other home accessories, wearables, and finally their services. We don't have any, we'll call it industry growth, so that could be next time. What are shipment numbers for phones, tablets, and PCs? So what are trends in the software services business, right? So these are all questions to ask. I think I'll leave it there for now. I definitely do want to spend one of these days planning ahead, like what do I want to focus and cover? Because right now I'm just kind of all over the place, which is probably good. I'm just trying to absorb as much information as possible. Okay, so with that being said, catch you guys in the next time. Peace.